Most people completely underestimate what they can achieve in 6 months, while at the same time they overestimate what can realistically be done in many years. Because of this distorted thinking, they delay action. They believe change requires a perfect plan, perfect timing, and perfect conditions, so they wait, and while they wait, life keeps moving forward without them. But the truth is simple. There is no perfect moment. Waiting for one is the fastest way to guarantee nothing changes. Real progress begins when you decide to act with what you already have. 6 months equals 180 days. That is 180 opportunities to move closer to the life you want. 180 chances to improve, adjust, and grow. Transformation is not about doing everything at once. It is about doing small things consistently until they create something big. People often imagine change as something dramatic, a sudden breakthrough, a single moment that changes everything. But real transformation is quieter than that. It is built through repetition, through discipline, through small decisions made daily that slowly shape a completely new identity. Think about improving just a little every day. Even a 1% improvement seems insignificant at first. But over time, those small gains multiply. They accumulate. They compound. Before you realize it, you are no longer the same person who started. This is how real success works. Not through sudden leaps, but through steady progress that builds on itself. Yet most people never reach this stage because they lack a strong enough reason to begin. They have goals, dreams, and desires, but not deep emotional motivation. And without a powerful reason, discipline collapses the moment things become difficult. Clarity of purpose is everything. When your reason is strong enough, you will find a way forward. When your purpose is clear, confusion disappears and direction becomes obvious. So the real question is not just what you want, but why you want it. Why do you want to change your life? Why do you want to grow? Why is it important enough that you would not give up even when things get hard? Because change is never comfortable. It requires leaving behind old habits, old thinking, and old identities. And that is uncomfortable at first. But staying the same is far more dangerous in the long run. Comfort feels safe, but it slowly limits potential. Growth, on the other hand, feels uncertain, but leads to expansion. The comfort zone is attractive, but nothing grows there for long. In today's world, the most valuable skill is not just knowledge, but the ability to learn and adapt quickly. Information becomes outdated fast, but adaptability keeps you relevant. Now imagine the first 30 days of change. This is your foundation phase. You are not trying to become perfect. You are simply building structure. You are setting new habits, new routines, and a new direction. The most important step in this phase is clarity. Many people fail because their goals are unclear. They say things like, I want success or I want money, but these are vague. Vague goals create vague results. Clear goals change everything. When you define exactly what you want, you give your mind something real to work toward. Writing your goals down makes them even more powerful. It turns thoughts into commitments. Along with clarity, you begin building daily habits. These are small actions repeated every day. Reading, exercising, learning, planning, or improving a skill. The key is not intensity, but consistency. Start small, very small. Because the goal in the beginning is not perfection, it is consistency. Consistency builds identity. Identity builds results. At first, resistance will show up. Old habits do not disappear easily. Your mind will try to pull you back into comfort. This is normal. Every new behavior feels awkward in the beginning. But if you stay consistent, something changes. The discomfort fades. The habit becomes easier. And slowly, your new behavior starts to feel natural. By the end of the first month, you will begin to notice small signs of progress, tiny wins, slight improvements. These are important because they prove that change is possible. The second month is where momentum starts building. Things begin to feel smoother. Your habits no longer feel forced. You start adjusting them, improving them, expanding them. This is also the stage where environment matters a lot. The people around you influence your thinking more than you realize. If you spend time with negative, unmotivated individuals, their mindset slowly becomes yours. But if you surround yourself with people who are growing and improving, their energy lifts you. During this phase, tracking progress becomes important. What you measure, you improve. Whether it is health, money, skills, or habits, tracking gives you awareness. And awareness leads to improvement. By the third month, real change becomes visible, not just in actions, but in identity. You start thinking differently. You begin to see yourself as someone new. Instead of saying, I am trying, you start saying, I am becoming. This shift is powerful because behavior follows identity. You act according to how you see yourself. Small daily actions now begin shaping a new version of you. People around you may notice something different, even if they cannot explain it clearly. Your confidence grows. Your energy shifts. But this stage may also include a plateau, a period where progress feels slow. This is where many people quit. But plateaus are not failures. They are preparation phases. Growth is still happening beneath the surface. Think of it like roots growing underground before a tree rises. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean it is not happening. By month 4, acceleration begins. Everything you have been building starts connecting. Your habits, mindset, and skills begin working together. Life starts feeling more aligned. Opportunities begin to appear more often, not because the world changed, but because you did. You are now more aware, more prepared, and more capable of recognizing them. This is the stage where thinking bigger becomes important. You are no longer the same person who started, so your goals should also expand. Month 5 is refinement. You begin improving what already works and removing what does not. You become more selective with your time and energy. Not everything deserves your attention. Some activities move you forward, while others only keep you busy. Learning to focus on what truly matters becomes a powerful skill. This is also when efficiency improves. You stop consuming information randomly and start applying knowledge immediately. Learning becomes action-driven instead of passive. By month 6, transformation becomes clear. Habits feel automatic. Discipline feels natural. You are no longer forcing change. It has become part of who you are. Looking back, you realize how much you have changed. Not just in results, but in identity. You are no longer the same person who started the journey. But the most powerful realization is not just what you have achieved, it is what you now believe is possible. Your confidence expands. Your limitations shrink. You understand that if 6 months can change so much, then future 6-month cycles can take you even further. Health, finances, career, relationships, and mindset can all improve significantly in half a year if you stay consistent. Small daily improvements lead to massive long-term outcomes. But the key is always the same. Consistency over perfection, progress over excuses, action over delay. Each day matters. Each decision shapes direction. Each habit builds identity. To support this transformation, simple systems help. A morning routine creates focus and direction. An evening routine creates reflection and clarity. Planning your priorities ensures you work on what matters most. Tracking progress keeps you aware. Accountability keeps you honest. Preparation for setbacks keeps you steady when things go wrong. And celebration keeps you motivated along the way. But above everything else, real transformation is internal. External change without internal change never lasts. True success begins from within. Most people want results without discipline. They want progress without effort. But every outcome in life has a price, and that price must be paid through daily action. Nothing grows without investment, time, energy, or focus. The good news is that every effort you make compounds over time. Think of life like farming. You plant first, then nurture, then harvest. You cannot skip steps. Seeds need time. In the same way, your habits need time to grow into results. Trusting the process is essential. The final truth is simple. You are always changing whether you choose it or not. The only question is whether you are changing intentionally or staying stuck unintentionally. In 6 months, you will not be the same person, so decide now who you want to become. Because the next 180 days will pass anyway. The only difference is whether they move you forward or leave you where you are. Start today. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Your future is being shaped by the choices you make right now.